Hi everyone. Today we're going to look at the problem with quite. Now, especially in British English, this can be a problem. It can be very confusing to understand. For example, your English is quite good. Your English is quite good. Now, both sentences are the same, but the meaning is different. The pronunciation changes the meaning. So, quite good, do I mean very good or very bad? So let's look at those two sentences again. Okay, so your English is quite good. So the word I'm making stronger is quite. Okay, now in British English, if you're saying quite good, your English is quite good, then you really mean your English is not very good. So it's a polite way of saying something negative. Yeah, maybe somebody makes a cup of coffee for you and it's terrible, so you don't say that's terrible or that's bad, you say it's quite good. I think it's part of that kind of British culture thing. We don't like to be too direct with our meaning, so we're more indirect, we're more kind of polite. Your English is quite good, not that good. But if I said your English is quite good, then I think it's amazing, then it's great. Okay, so instead of making quite stronger, I make the adjective stronger, good, so quite good. I mean, your English is amazing, it's very good. Quite good, not good, quite good. Very good. The second thing I wanted to talk about was quite with gradable adjectives, like good. Good is a gradable adjective. And, like good, better, the best. So use quite with gradable adjectives or adjectives that you can make into comparatives or superlatives. So we can say quite good or tall, tall, taller, the tallest, quite tall. Quite friendly. Okay, so these are all gradable adjectives. These are all adjectives which we can make comparatives. Quite plus gradable adjective. And they can kind of work in the same way. So I can say he's quite tall. He's quite tall. So he's not very tall, but he's fairly tall. So in that sense, quite can also mean fairly. So quite tall makes tall less strong, if that makes sense. Yeah. So tall, quite tall. And the same with friendly. Friendly, quite friendly. So quite, in that sense, weakens friendly. Friendly, quite friendly. The third thing I wanted to talk about was quite with ungradable adjectives. Now, ungradable adjectives are adjectives that cannot be made into comparatives or superlatives. Like amazing. And I can't say he is more amazing than him. Or the most amazingest. No. Amazing is an ungradable adjective. We cannot make it a comparative or superlative. So we can't say things like, very amazing, because very is only used with gradable adjectives. So I can say very good, but not very amazing. Quite is a bit different, because I can say quite good, but I could also say quite amazing. But in this sense, quite doesn't mean fairly. In this sense, quite means completely, like absolutely. So with ungradable adjectives like amazing, quite amazing, it's quite amazing. Quite right. Right is also an ungradable adjective. Perfect is an ungradable adjective. You're quite perfect. Completely or absolutely perfect. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely perfect. You're quite right, you're quite perfect. So quite, with these kinds of adjectives, means absolutely or completely. Quite with adjectives like good, which are gradable, it means fairly, doesn't it? It makes it weaker. Tall, quite tall. Perfect, quite perfect is still completely perfect or absolutely perfect. Confusing! Okay, and finally, I wanted to talk about a very formal way of saying I agree, you know? So I could say, I think hamburgers are great, and you could say, quite. I think hamburgers are great, quite. So quite would be a very formal way of saying I agree. So quite, I agree. So I hope that's not too confusing. Thanks very much for watching. I quite enjoyed that. Bye for now.